There are mysteries all around us, and we are fascinated by what we cannot understand. Groundbreaking finds are discovered every day, keeping our curiosity piqued and the prospect of actually knowing the world around us a foreign concept. Who were our ancestors? How did they live? Where are society and our world headed towards today? Every day it is possible to find something new and exciting, big or small, in your own back garden or in the most extreme places on Earth. Some take us to different planets and tell us about the cosmos. Some tell us about our history and inform us on who we are now. All of them leave us eager to learn more. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we'll be discussing some topics closer to home as we delve into the world of the Catholic Church, exploring its history, present-day advancements, and we will be analysing the merit of some of their current philosophies. Church members make chilling discovery. In 2014, post-tropical storm Arthur, which first hit the US from North Carolina, uprooted a surprising discovery to say the least. Members of a St. John church arrived at the church grounds only to discover human remains, which were uncovered after the storm hurtled through the region, ripping through all in its way. Strong gusty winds and heavy rainfall had caused a large tree to topple over, leaving the congregation shocked to find bones twined in the tree's remaining root structure. Parishioner Rose Marie Bowes recounted that it was a whole skeleton embedded in the roots, and further commented on her surprise at how well the bones had been preserved. It appeared as though the roots of the tree had grown such that they had actually supported the bones and kept them in their original positions from the time that they were buried there. Police later confirmed that the find was indeed of human bones, but also that it was not the first time that human remains had been found in the area. Previous natural events causing soil disturbances in the local area have also led to calls reporting the history of human remains they revealed, but add that these are often found to be extremely old when properly collected and analysed. The bones found in the wake of Storm Arthur were then sent off to a forensic unit to be tested at the St. John Regional Hospital morgue. No more has since been reported on the subject, but early speculation from police and the coroner was that they were simply old bones from burials on the church property. Pope Francis says consumers today are too greedy. As thousands herded together to attend the Pope's Christmas Mass of 2018, marking the 6th Christmas of his papacy, the Pope warned his audience, St. Peter's Basilica, that an insatiable greed marks all human history, and that too many struggle to survive on the bare minimum, while a handful dine luxuriously at their expense. He went on to recount how Jesus himself had only been born in a stable, with no luxury, just poverty, and therefore suggested we take some time at Christmas while remembering Christ's birth to also reflect on the real meaning of life. He delivered his message about excessive consumerist habits, urging us to lessen our materialistic ways, to the almost 10,000 pilgrims who had travelled from across the world to gather in Bethlehem ahead of Christmas Eve. It was a symbolic message from a renowned figure, topped off by being in such a religiously loaded location, and reminds us of our duties to one another to treat others as we wish to be treated ourselves. By being too greedy and money-driven, the Pope urged those listening to his Mass to focus on happiness from ourselves, rather than just capitalistic, materialistic goods. Today, in 2021, we thought it fitting to reflect upon whether the Pope was correct in his announcement, and whether we are doing enough to rectify the path our society is headed in. Beyond the greed and gluttony the Pope spoke of, while the Vatican and Rome more generally saw increased security, his message also spoke of how new extremist groups spring up and target churches, places of worship, ministers and members of the faithful, aligned with how other Christian leaders worldwide were marking Christmas as a happier time after so much violence against fellow worshippers. It is becoming clear that defending the poor has become a hallmark of the Pope's papacy, as the Vatican also announced that they had given Rome a new homeless clinic where they could receive free medical care as a gift. With over 16,000 homeless in Rome and with many increasingly congregating near the Vatican, The Pope's pleas to us to think about others and to live simpler lives makes complete sense. Overall, the 2018 Vatican Christmas Mass marked the coming end of a tumultuous year. And as the Pope reminded us of our humanity and gentler, kinder sides, the same message in some ways could benefit us this coming Christmas. Pope changes law so women are allowed to perform tasks in Mass. Only less than a year ago, in January 2021, the Pope made the move to officially allow women to perform tasks in Mass in the Catholic Church, but stressed that the move was not in any way suggestive that they would be allowed to become priests. The new law outlines women's newfound legal right to be able to be altar servers during liturgies. While this has actually been commonplace for several years in developing countries, the change in canon law means that bishops will no longer be able to stop from taking on these roles. The Pope later elaborated in a letter, revealing that the change came about after reflection from himself and some bishops, who felt that the amendment was needed in order to keep up with the changing times. When we consider the struggles women went through to get the vote almost a century ago, and the growing efforts to decrease gender inequality in today's society, this may seem a somewhat insignificant and underwhelming breakthrough for the Catholic Church. However, at least the Church is recognizing that Catholic practices across the world need to take steps to be more inclusive, in line with today's lack of tolerance for gender discrimination. Kate McElwee, the Executive Director of Women's Ordination Conference, adds that she hopes we will be seeing more women involved in the liturgy now, even if their becoming priests is still an entirely taboo topic. Campaigners have long been calling for the Vatican to permit women to be ordained and become priests, especially as they have been struggling with a shortage for decades now in Europe and North America, and yet could solve this problem so simply by allowing women into the higher ranks of the Catholic Church. This said, Pope Francis has been fairly effective during his papacy in appointing women into senior roles within the Vatican, hiring 6 women last August to oversee the Vatican's finances in a previously all-male council. It is clear that the Pope and the Catholic Church are together making attempts to be more gender inclusive in their functioning. However, women's roles still seem secondary and complementary to the men's positions of power, rather than being trusted to represent the Church in positions such as priests. For now, we will hope that these small gestures build momentum and that women's rights in the Church continue to grow. From announcements about our world today to discoveries and mysteries that await us, there is so much more to learn and understand about all aspects of life, past and present, in countries worldwide. But what do you make of these announcements? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comment section below and help us by growing this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.